I just got a nx650. It's a 1989 model, so it's pretty old. But let's go out for a test ride. And this is a 1989 nx650. Released in the United States for only 2 years, 88 and 89. It's got a drum rear brake. It's an older NX. That's not so bad for a street bike. You know, the way I look at it, it's kind of a rally bike, and it's kind of an off-road bike, dirt roads or whatever, but in reality, it is not for the dirt. You fall over once and you're going to damage the pretty plastic. So you don't want to do that. I got XRs for that. I think the first thing we've got to do is go get some gas. I've ridden this once so far, and I went about 2 miles, 3 miles. Not all that far. And it's on reserve. I don't even know where reserve is. Upside down is reserve there. I see that strapping it on the back of the truck changed the handlebar position. I don't think he had the handlebars tight enough. So it's time to adjust that. The guy I bought it from put these handlebars on, and apparently he didn't tighten things down enough, because what we're seeing here is merely from transporting it. I'm somewhat surprised because he was no novice. But yeah, these got to be tight enough. You got to have your handlebars tight. It's a brand new set of fat bars, so it has adapters. So it was last ridden 2 hours ago, and I don't know a whole lot about it, so I'm not sure if it needs choke. The guy called it an enricher, but indeed it says choke right on the lever. But that would be an enricher. He said he changed it out to a lithium battery. Oh, I forgot my glasses. Getting old, I need glasses. All right, let's see what happens. So, my short test ride that I did take, which was about 2 miles, I noticed it has stumble on the off throttle, just a little bit of poor throttle response. And I know all you XRL owners have witnessed that. Because indeed we have the same carburetor and motor as you guys are used to. He only gave me one key for it, so on this ride I might even stop in and see if I can have a key made somewhere. Geez, if you're going straight, could you leave a little more room for motorcycles? Well, low on fuel, 3.4 gallon tank. That means I'll easily fit in $10. Could put in 15, I'd imagine, but that would be close. Trying to check and see if my camera's on, and I think it is. I know a couple different key places, but one in particular that I think I'll go to. I'd like to have 2 extra keys. One to keep at home and one to have hidden on the bike. So, I've always had 600s, and this is a 650. I don't really find any impressive power increase in the fact that it's a 650. Indeed, although I don't know all the ins and outs, the 600's higher compression, and the 650 has a shorter bore and stroke, apparently, but lower compression. I don't know. I can't tell you all the ins and outs. The original owner took the rear sprocket off that was on it and put on one with 3 more teeth. So he geared it lower, and depending what I find on the freeway, I'm probably going to take it back to stock gearing. He did supply an extra set of plastics for the front fairing, and he did supply the old sprocket, which, by the way, I never even did check I looked at the chain. I'll bet you it's the original chain, so it's got 8,000 miles on it, but I didn't look to see how worn the sprockets are, if at all. I don't even know if this key place is still here. It's a little standalone unit in the middle of the parking lot. Yeah, it's got the off-throttle hesitation that everybody's familiar with. It looks like it's now a Bank of America. So I won't even go there. The little teeny building says Bank of America on it. But I know another one I can go to elsewhere. It'd be a bit of a jaunt to get there, but I can do it. It'll give us a chance to go on the freeway first. Always look over your shoulder. You never know. Well, one thing I'm just noticing about the turn signals is instead of having to slide it back to the off position, you can just push it and that centers it again. I like that. So for those of you watching this YouTube movie, we're not really getting into any really great place or anything. We're riding around town. I mean, I'm not going to even get any twisties out of this one. Yeah, that off-throttle response is somewhat annoying. But the bike rides pretty good. I mean, I'm not noticing any faults in that. You know, and it's kind of handy. Neutral switch, turn signal indicators. Let's hit the reset knob. I bought this bike with 97 miles. No, 87 miles. Yeah, every time you come off throttle and go to blip the throttle, you get a bit of a cough. I think it's the nature of that carburetor. And that's why everybody goes to an FRC. And most people who make that changeover say it's the best thing they could do. I mean, not even trying to get it on, just increasing throttle after it's been off throttle causes a stumble. It's kind of like a cough up. Having a neutral switch is kind of handy for that verification, but me being an old hand at motorcycling, I don't need that. I'd prefer not to have any kind of electronic junk. This has all kinds of junk on it. Brackets and wiring. Clutch is good. It really shifts into neutral easily, even if you're not rolling. See, there was that annoying stumble again there on initial takeoff. Initial bringing the throttle up. Yeah, it's not like I've been having an urge for a NX all my life. But I saw this one with low mileage and fairly clean, really clean. And I just thought, what the heck? Let's go with it. About the only thing with this is I'm not going to want to get... I can't get too crazy at all in the first place, but I'm not going to want to get too crazy out on dirt roads or go on trails with this. Yeah, the front brake operates real nice, and the rear is requires quite a bit of pressure. Depending what I find on inspection, I might even adjust the rear brake to be a little bit more right there. Okay, here's Roseville Road. We're gonna take it. So we need to beat out all these other cars because that double lane turns into a single lane soon, and I want to flog this a bit. We'll see how fast she goes. Okay, so 48, 5,000 RPMs equals 70. It's a little bit of a buck and bronco on bumps. I wonder if I can smooth anything out with it. Got a 17-inch rear tire, and I read in the specifications that it has 8.5 inches of travel in the front, which is enough for any bump on the street. But oh good, we don't have to wait for the light here. We can turn left into the place I want to go, but I do have to wait for this guy. He's kind of taking a chance. So the locksmith here no, they're still there. There's Paul, and they're open. Well, they're not open. Gonna have to come back on a weekday. They're closed on Saturdays and Sundays, and today is a Saturday. But this is where I'll come and get some keys made.